Part 3 of the AR670-1 color wheel video for all you women in the Army out there. Alright, I talked enough about that last example I gave you. I'm going to move on to this example right here of a nude and natural color wheel. I pulled this one to kind of talk about the wrongs and the rights, okay? Because there are right answers in this color wheel and there are wrong answers in this color wheel, and I'm here to go over those as well. So if we look around, generally, above my head on the left side, we see brown, tan shades. Okay, 16, 17, number 1, and number 2. All of which authorized. They fall into that coffee, that cream, that brown, espresso color, all of which are authorized. If you look at number 18, that might be a little bit questionable. It kind of has like a gray hue to it. Some colors do look different under certain lighting, so that's one thing you have to be cognizant of when you do have your nails painted or done. They might look different under certain lights, so always try to go with a color you know is right, that you cannot just be wrong in. Back to what I said about if you have to question it, probably shouldn't get it. Moving over to numbers 3 and 4, if you look at those kind of have like an orangish, peachy tint to them. Again, everybody's skin complexion is different. Because of that, that's why there is such an open range to what colors are authorized and what colors are not authorized. Orange is listed as an extreme color that you cannot have. However, these peachy tones are kind of questionable. That's up to you if that's something that you want to go with or try. Again, your command will tell you, hey, like that's okay, or hey, that's not okay. They can always add to the regulation, but they cannot take away from the regulation. So the reg is what it is. If they deem that it's a color that suits, then you get to rock that color. If you move down to 7 and 8, these are two that we can debate about. So number 7 kind of has that gray tint to it. Gray is again listed as an extreme color. It is not authorized. I would personally never get number 7 just because it looks too gray to me, like I said. That's kind of like a setup for failure. I wouldn't get anything that resembles gray at all. Number 8, that looks like it's a similar color in matte form. Okay, so when we talk about matte is that layer you put over a solid color and it creates like a dry looking, effect. Matte is authorized in the Army. You can get matte on your nails. It does not have to be glossy. It does not have to be shiny. Matte is authorized. Keep in mind, whatever shade you get, if you decide to put matte over it, 9 times out of 10, it changes the shade of the color. Not always in a bad way, but it does change it in some way. Go to part 4.